right, Sean Zepeda, FightHype.com, here with one of the greatest fighters of all time, my man Bernard Hopkins. How you doing, Bernard?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Sorry for looking down, man. I'm just checking something real quick. Excited and also looking forward for spring, summer. It's going to be a really telling year, especially a telling summer. You know, I think a lot of things is going to come to a head in multiple ways and also in divisions of this sweet science called boxing.
Now, you know, we got William Zepeda, he's the main event, but before getting to just the Willie and Maxi Hughes, of course, the big fight in the spring is Ryan and Devin, or early summer. Spring. But there's so much talk going on about Ryan, man, about his mental state, about his actions leading into this fight, April 20th. What are you making of it right now, Bernard, a month out?
Well, I see that people are talking about it. And then when people are talking about it in boxing, that means that whether it's talking for you or against you, that means that you got their attention. And I think Ryan has their attention. I just want to see him translate that into a win come April. Because I know that, you know, in this sport, there's a lot of history of, I would say, different fighters, and some are legends. Some fell short of being a legend. But I know Ryan's going to put all of what he believes and what he knows to work, to be able to go and show people that he's still relevant. And that really, I think, will be displayed come next month, come April.
There's a lot of speculation, like substance.
Speculation.
Like he's doing
speculations.
Yeah.
I don't deal with speculations. It's not. I think it's a waste of time to deal with speculations. I'm not in the speculation business. So only thing I can tell you, he's training hard, and he's showing people what he's doing. I might be a little different in that aspect, but it is what it is. He's a grown man. You know what it takes to be ready for a fight of this magnitude, and we'll see what happens in April.
So there's nothing that he's showing right now that makes you or Oscar go, I don't know about putting this man in this fight April 20th.
Why not? I mean, I don't see anything physically where he can't move and protect himself and compete on the level of an athlete. What he say and what he actually do shouldn't accumulate on judging of his mindset of whether he's qualified to be in this fight of this magnitude, let alone win or lose. But I feel that Ryan has a motivation that's bigger than anybody can imagine what it can be based on, as you say, what's been happening and going on. I think that, strangely enough, to some, that might be one of the biggest motivations that he actually need for this particular fight. I heard people say it might not be real, might be real, he might be this, might be that. He got him talking and he got him buzzing. So who the real fools?
You think it really could just be selling the fight, even talking about?
I didn't say that.
Right.
Some are saying that. I'm saying that what he's saying is getting their attention. And based on getting their attention, I'm doing this interview based on you asking about these things. And this is actually what I'm saying. And there's going to be many conversations going forward, I'm sure, as close as we get to this mega fight.
How confident are you he does win this fight? Because even before all the speculation started, he was going to be an underdog.
How comfortable I am that he will win this fight, and he'll win this fight, and it might be another one. Might be a threesome. Who knows? I believe Ryan knows how important this fight is to him and to his career. When a guy has that, or athlete, woman or man, team or no team, you put it all out. And I believe Ryan's going to put it all out. And it's not just what he said, it's what I feel as he prepared for this fight in April. And Ryan has the opportunity to erase what happened in this mega fight before this one. Not that people are going to forget it, not that type of erase. The eraser that they have in the sport of boxing, whether you like it or not, short memories. It's not what you did yesterday, it's what you do now. And right now there's conversations, disagreements, different things that I wouldn't have said, but it's things that I said that others wouldn't have said either.
Right.
As close as this fight gets to April, there's going to be a lot more going on. That's going to also have people either betting for you or betting against you.
Before the Gervonta Davis fight, I remember you told me, Joe, and what Ryan's got to do to win that fight. You said Joe Goossen should be having him have the tennis ball under his chin, ready to tuck his chin. He's fighting not a puncher this time, but a master craftsman like you were in Devin Haney. So what's he got to do in your mind to win this fight? What's the best
Ryan
advice?
has to be on A+ level in every aspect of his boxing skills, on every level, and having his head up whether a guy could punch or not. Because if you look at whether a guy could punch or not, you don't want to take that chance. Ryan have to dot the dots and cross the T's and make sure that everything that he's been doing in camp that must translate to the night of the fight. Because Devin Haney is not a guy that's just going to go in there and just be lackadaisical or I'm glad I got this opportunity. He's going to go in there with the undisputed mind, the undefeated mind, and last but definitely not least, our history as kids, as young men rather. All this plays on both sides of the aisle. A confidence booster or not. That's what's going to be real important into this fight. Who is the superior fighter in this level at this time of their life and their career? It really doesn't matter whether one has a loss, which is Ryan, and Devin doesn't. This starts now, April.
How interested are you with working with Devin Haney long term, beyond just this fight, you and Oscar?
I'm interested in working with any fighter that has the ability, way before they get there, to put the work in, to go and do what they need to do to be one of the greats when that time comes. And we'll do what we have to do outside the ring, which means another fight that happens as you position your guys, your talent amongst other talent and get the best thing for them. Any fighter, including Devin Haney, will be a plus in anybody's camp.
Any promoter, right?
Then a negative. So, when you don't make things personal, you can see clearly that it's business and everything else.
Do you think you and Bill are getting to that place where it's just business and nothing, and all the the run-ins you guys have had, some fun talking back and forth? When it really comes down to business, you guys can still work together long term, not just this fight? Or
I don't know about long term. I know that we're doing what we got to do now for the fighter. It ain't about me.
Right.
It ain't about me. I stand on what I believe in, and I believe on what I stand. And that's basically it. Certain things ain't worth talking about.
Is the stuff
It's too much time.
Is the stuff Ryan's been talking about worth talking about? Do you think? And
Yes.
I'm not trying to.
Yes. Because whether I or you or anybody else disagree, it's his prerogative and it's his words and his opinion. That's why it'd be hard to kick people that like that, have that type of spirit out of this country. Because in so many ways, whether you believe it or not, sometimes it doesn't seem like that's the case. I have my feelings about it, but the freedom of speech is the freedom of death. That's come from the teaching.
Which teaching? Which teaching, Bernard?
What do you mean?
Freedom of speech, freedom of death.
They come from the teacher, Minister Louis Farrakhan, Malcolm X.
Where if you speak a certain truth too much.
I said what I said.
Yeah.
You want definition. I'm telling you what I said.
Yeah.
The freedom of speech was basically a lie for you to speak what you think, and then they kill you. Whether it's through ways that they can do it without you disappearing, or in those ways that you will disappear.
Well, just to add.
It could be position, it could be job, it could be corporate, it could be this, it could be that, or it could be your life. I mean, that's history.
Plato said that too. Plato, he was poisoned for telling the truth.
Knowing you, I take your word for it.
Yeah.
If he said it, then I believe you. But in the same token, I believe in it because I know the history. I wasn't around, obviously, but I know the history because the history has been played in real time in 2024, up to 2024. And I'm pushing 60 in 8-9 months. Well, January. So I think I've been around long enough, and I consider myself still a baby, but not a baby where I don't know, but a baby that have grown to understand history. So I'm no longer a baby now.
Just lastly on Ryan Bernard, do you feel 100% will get? I mean, even in any fight, anything could happen before you get to the date. But how surprised would you be if, for whatever unforeseen reason, we just don't get to April 20th?
Why would we not get? Like, I don't understand. Like, why wouldn't we not get to April 20th?
To be honest,
Ryan,
like, something with Ryan may happen before then. I think.
like what?
Oh, he seems
No, seriously, we're having the conversation. It's cool. I'm not.
He seems
Like, tell me.
I'm not trying to condemn the man, right? I'm really not. And everyone's kicking.
I don't
him,
even know what
but
you're trying to do. I'm just trying to figure out.
I know. I'm just saying, he seems unpredictable right now. Like anything, he could get on live tomorrow and say or do anything, and you know, you just don't know.
Well, let me ask you a question. Is he doing anything to get incarcerated?
No.
Okay, hold up. Is he doing anything that can cause his physical life to disappear?
It wouldn't appear so, no.
Okay. What is he actually doing for this fight not to manifest himself on that date?
I think there's some speculation and worry about possible substance issues going on, and then also when you're talking so much about so many things at once, how focused are you on the task at hand and training with Derek James and
again,
right, like you when you were getting ready for Trinidad, it was just all Trinidad.
Right. Well, before Trinidad fight, it was a thought of his country saying, "Go get him."
Right.
No, it's the flag.
Right, when he threw the flag down, right. But that had all to do with the fight and boxing.
Any distraction can be all distractions. We, outside of witnessing it, come up with our philosophies and our thoughts and what we think. That's when it becomes complicated. Nah, Ryan's, if he ain't good, we'll know. Trust me. What we know now and what we see now is what we know, what most people are repeating. So I get it.
Hey
I understand.
everyone, we're gonna get started.
But he'd be ready.
I can have my fighters
Watch.
sit
He'd be ready.
on the
Thank you,
dais.
Bernard. Looking forward to Zepeda. Hope we get that Stevenson fight after Maxi Hughes. Yeah. He's fighting a southpaw, so he's getting a good look at that style, right? So,
Yes. That always bring good music.
thank you, Bernard.
You need to